Hello, class. My name is Kelsey Mees, and today, for my informative speech topic, I'm going to be covering the social benefits of communication interfaces, as well as its immense availability to anyone around the whole globe. To define a communication interface according to dictionary.net, they are an electronic circuit usually designed to a specific standard that enables one machine to telecommunicate with another machine. With regards to the technology we have today, we have PlayStations, Xboxes, and PCs. On these consoles, we have communication interfaces available called party chats, where you're able to invite and talk to any of your friends around the entire globe who you have added. Now, to get started, with the amount of technology everyone is exposed to every day, we sort of take for granted how useful these tools actually are for us. With iPhones and iPads and computers to our expense, we lose sight of how useful they actually are for us. Now, typically when people want to ease off, they like to talk to a friend or a family member, or in my case or others like me, I play games. And with these consoles, I'm able to talk to my friends and play with them and actually enjoy myself. Now, not only are these interfaces a tool that we can use to talk to who we need, but they allow for an interaction almost as intimate as face to face. I stress this because with the pandemic going on, it has made it a lot harder to be able to go up to someone and get to know them and start a conversation. With these platforms, it makes something like that as simple as staying at home and meeting someone new. Especially if you're playing an online game, you're able to invite someone who you might possibly want to get to know. Now, the points I'm going to be covering today are, first of all, the availability of these platforms as well as the connectivity possibilities. Secondly, I'm going to be noting the types of interactions that are emphasized and enabled by these platforms. And most importantly, the importance of intimacy and how it's supported through these communication interfaces provided by consoles. To get started, I'm going to be covering how these party chat interfaces are provided by these consoles. Immediately when you buy the console, they are provided to you. There's nothing you have to buy, it's just something that's programmed into it. So the moment you add someone, you have the possibility to invite them to your chat. And I like to note that the availability of these communication interfaces are to anyone around the entire globe. So that means if you have friends added on the other side of the earth, you're able to invite them. There's no border or wall that's stopping you from inviting them. You're just able to talk to them. Now, in my case, I like to bring up a note that I have several friends who live in the UK, and I play a game called Apex with them. Now, despite us being thousands and thousands of miles today, I'm able to talk to them daily and get to know them more and more every single day. Now, to my next topic, I'm going to be talking about the types of interactions that are emphasized and enabled by these platforms. When it comes to gaming, teamwork is something that's especially important, especially such as team sports. It's something that you need to be able to talk to someone, because if you want to win, it's going to 100% require communication. According to What is a Voice Chat and Why It Must Be Part of Your Strategy, written by Nikola Baldakov, he states, lastly, many gamers agree that being able to talk to their teammates and opponent makes online gaming more fun, enjoyable, and realistic. I like to know how he talks about enjoyable and realistic. Enjoyable and realistic relate to interactions. If it's enjoyable, it's not just because you enjoy it, it's because of the people you're playing with. The aura and the energy provided by your friends makes an experience so much better. Also, you're talking to people, which is most important. You're getting to know people. For my case, when I was in high school, there were people who I didn't know as well. I hung out with them in school, but I never really talked about a lot of the things I do now with them. With these party chats, I talk to them about anything about life. Pretty much anything. Anything that comes up, I just bring up. Now, this is not just my case. Anyone who is able to utilize these platforms have the exact same opportunity as me. Now, I like to say opportunity because it's something that is truly a gift to be able to talk to your teammates, talk to your friends, and be able to form a relationship. Interactions are something that usually most people are afraid to make. And there's something about a screen that makes talking to someone so much easier, especially for someone who's shy. Talking through a mic gives you sort of a shield that protects you from embarrassment, which is something that I'd say most people face when it comes to an interaction with someone new. It's extremely difficult, especially with people with anxiety, to just strike a conversation. Now, with these social interfaces, it makes it so much easier. Now, to my last part, I'm going to be covering the importance of intimacy and how it's supported by these consoles. Now, there's you can argue that gaming is or party chats and FaceTime is nowhere near the exact same experience as a face-to-face interaction. I'd like to talk against this because it's almost exactly the same. Now, with FaceTime, you're looking at someone, but in these party chats, you're in them for a long time, talking to these people and getting to know them. Intimacy is something that is built and understood as you get to know someone more. Now, I'd like to bring up an example of me and one of my friends named Randy. Now, I've known him almost my whole life, but thanks to gaming and the social interface provided by PlayStation, which is a console I'm the most fond of, I've got to know Randy really well over my life. I played with him since I was in middle school, and the relationship we've built over these gaming consoles is unmatched. He's become, I'd say, one of my best friends. Now, according to Bucky Dillon in The Pros and Cons of Online Chat Rooms, it stated that more meaningful communications means more successful collaboration. Successful collaboration as in what we're doing together. Because of these social interfaces, we've learned what triggers what triggers each other and what motivates each other. Now, as a whole, the potential for communication interfaces such as these will just increase with benefits such as intimacy, availability, and just being able to sit and talk to someone is just something unmatched. With COVID going on and this barrier between everyone, masks being worn by everyone, it's something that's come up that became a huge issue. Now, with these social interfaces, it's introduced everyone, especially teens, to a whole new world. It's made it something it's made it something that's a lot easier for kids to do. Behind the screen, it doesn't show your face, but you're able to show your character and the ability to get to know someone is just truly amazing. And that's gonna be it. Thank you, class. Have a great night.